To order.
Yes, sir, thank you. Call to order, A, roll call of possible action of excuse of absent members of the governing board. Hilda? Or Imelda, sorry.
Mayor Ambrosio Hernandez,
Here.
Commissioner Glassar Guajardo,
Present.
Mayor Pro Tem Bobby Carrillo,
Here.
Commissioner Ramiro Caballero,
Present.
Commissioner Daniel Chavez,
Here.
Commissioner Ricardo Medina,
Present.
Commissioner Itza Flores.
Present.
We have a quorum.
Okay.
Thank you. 1B, pledge of allegiance and invocation by Luis.
Please join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Let us pray. God, bless the work week ahead. May its challenges not overwhelm us, circumstances not discourage us, and in all things may we remember you are with us in our journeying. Your love our fuel, your word our guide. Today and always, amen.
Amen.
Thank you, Luis. Item number 2, proclamations. 2A, proclamation proclaiming National Engineers Week. Omar?
Good afternoon, Mayor,
Afternoon,
City
sir.
Commission. Just want to say a few words. Want to introduce, I'm Omar Anzaldúa, City Engineer. Want to introduce some of our engineers. This is Maria Rangel, she's a graduate engineer. Moises Beas, and then Ivan, he's an intern working with us. Ivan. So just a little bit about Engineers Week, what the purpose about it is. It's just to bring outreach to the community, what engineers do, how we serve the community, reach out to kids and teachers, educators. And one of the things we've had a good opportunity here with your leadership is to work with other schools here, with 3 of our high schools, PSJ Southwest, T-STEM, and PSJ North, on 3 actual real-life projects. So that gives us the opportunity to work, teach them engineering and, what it's about. And I'm going to introduce Maria. She's one of our young engineers, she's very active in the engineering community here, leadership role, and she's actually the president of ASCE Rio Grande Valley, and she'll talk a little bit more about that.
Wonderful.
Presidente.
Hello, Maria Rangel for the
Hi.
record. I am the branch president for the American Society of Civil Engineers ASCE RGV branch. We were a branch established in 1987. We serve the counties of Stare Hidalgo, Willacy, and Cameron, and as a branch we are committed to promoting, encouraging, and recognizing civil engineering excellence and professional growth through monthly meetings, networking opportunities, scholarship awards, and today through this proclamation. We want to use this proclamation to raise public awareness about engineers' indispensable contributions to society. We not only meet basic needs of our community, but engineers are also strong leaders who advance our communities by building a better quality of life. It's an honor for you, Mayor Hernandez, and City Commission to issue this proclamation. And I also want to highlight one of the things the branch is doing. We've partnered with UTRGV. They have a shadowing program where students from UTRGV go to workplaces. So, for example, the engineering department here at the City of Pharr, and they shadow us for maybe 4 hours, 8 hours, just so they can see what we do on a day-to-day basis. So I'm proud that the branch is doing that for the students at UTRGV.
Good.
And thank you.
Are they aware of your ongoing projects that you're going to be working on? UTRGV, are they aware of that?
They are aware of some of them. In the future, I do want to share more of the projects with them, such as construction documents, so students can see what construction documents look like and they become familiar, so that when they're out in the workplace, they pick it up really fast and know what to look for on the plans.
So I think some of their I think graduate students, is it? Yeah. Would benefit from doing what you're doing with the PHA students.
Yes,
as a group.
absolutely.
You should roll them into the project.
Yes, absolutely. I hope to do that, and thank you for your support.
Yeah, absolutely. Is that it?
Yes.
All right. So whereas Engineers Week, otherwise known as E-Week, was started in 1951 by the National Society of Professional Engineers to raise public awareness of engineers' contribution to society. And whereas engineers directly contribute to the City of Pharr by using their technical, managerial, leadership, and creative skills to meet the city's current and future needs. And whereas engineers provide planning, design, and oversight of the water and the wastewater system, storm drainage system, transportation system that contribute to high quality of life for all residents of the city. And whereas engineers make strives to interact with our students to encourage them to realize the importance of a technical education and inspire them to pursue engineering careers in order to increase and maintain the city's economic leadership and quality of life. And whereas engineers are bound by the ethical canons to serve to the highest standards of honesty and integrity, so that their efforts may always protect the safety, health, and welfare of the public, and enhance the honor, reputation, and usefulness of the profession. And whereas it is a mission of the American Society of Civil Engineers, Rio Grande Valley Branch, to advance our communities through the development of civil engineers as leaders who create a legacy of service through technical proficiency, educational opportunities, and professional advocacy. Now therefore I, Ambrosio Hernandez, Mayor of the City of Pharr, Texas, by virtue of authority vested in me, and on behalf of the Mayor and the City Commission, do hereby proclaim February 16th through the 22nd, the year 2020, as National Engineers Week. In witness whereof, I hereunto set my hand and cause the city of the seal of Pharr to be affixed on the 17th day of February 2020. Okay, let's get this ready for them. Want to take a photo with this guy? Yeah.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Yes, congratulations. Great speech. Nice seeing you, sir. This one. Take care of it.
Congratulations, Omar.
Thank you.
Item number 3, public testimony, Hill. Nothing? Public hearing on development service cases. Have anybody signed up? No? Next one, city manager's reports. Submission of sales tax report for February 2020. Yes, Mayor, Commissioners, we're up 9.6% from last year, so it's been a good month. Not our highest, but it's a very good month. Events of interest, I got a couple for you all today. First one, Assistant City Manager Alani Alanis has been appointed to the Texas Municipal Retirement System Board of Trustees. This board oversees the Texas Municipal Retirement System, which is responsible for providing a secure retirement benefit plan for eligible employees to more than 800 Texas cities. So congratulations.
Did you go to your first meeting already?
Yes.
I did. It was Thursday and Friday, and it was overwhelming, if I could describe it with one word. Yes, it was a 2-day meeting, approved over $800 million in investments. So it was very interesting.
Did Pharr get 700 million?
No more.
Oh, okay. Congratulations.
Thank you. But wait, there's more. Kenneth Enos, our Assistant Director for Communications, was named the Southern Regional Representative and Regional Training Coordinator for 911 trainers. This means he's responsible for coordinating standardized training for all telecommunications through the Southern District, which is 32 counties. Is Kenneth here? Hey, no? Omar, thanks, Danny.
Anyway.
Good job. But there's still more. Communications Director Daniel Ramirez has been elected as the Vice Chair for the Rio Grande Valley Healthcare Preparedness Coalition. This coalition is comprised of every hospital in the valley, EMS service, emergency management, and long-term care facilities. They are tasked with ensuring that members are working together to deal with all issues, including no-notice disasters, pandemics, and high-consequence infectious control. Congratulations. Next one. IT Director Jose Peña submitted an abstract presentation to the Texas Association of Governmental IT Managers for consideration as a topic of the upcoming conference. His presentation was accepted. It focuses on the City of Pharr Park Safety Project, which was done this past year. It was chosen as one of the conference special presentations. That's going to be in mid-April. And their project is called Partners for the Future, A Smart City Comes to Life in the Rio Grande Valley. And they'll be presenting the paper to the Pharr Chamber of Commerce will be naming Miss Pharr Hub Festival on Tuesday, March 24th at the Event Center. Deadline to register is March 9th. And for more information, call the Pharr Greater Chamber of Commerce or come by 1215 South Cage. You can call them at 483-5090, 5090. Pharr Parks and Recreation also is taking registrations for the St. Patrick's Day 5K to be held on March 14th. You can register online at pharrtx.gov or in person at Parks Department, 413 East Clark. Deadline is March 13th. Sergio, can you give us a brief update?
Settle East Parks and Rec Director. So far so good. Everything's in line for the St. Patrick's Day 5K. It will be on the 14th, and we do not do on-site registration because of the chaos that we do have in the morning. But it worked out well the past 2 years, and that's why we stopped registration on the 13th. But other than that, I mean, we do expect, hopefully about 1,500 runners out there at least this year, and we're ready to go.
Where's going to be the starting point of the race? The location?
Yeah, we start there at PHA Stadium and that's the start line and the end line. It's about maybe 300 feet apart. So that would be we tell everybody to meet at the stadium on the west side. On the west side,
You
which is on
finalize
Pharr.
that documentation is required?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, Sergio. Couple more things and we'll be done. Pharr Municipal Court, we'll be having an item on the agenda for tonight. They'll be holding an amnesty program from tomorrow, February 17th through March 31st. All the failure to appear warrants and notices will be waived if fines are paid in full. Also, the Parks Department are currently working, or Parks and Rec and Public Works are working on drainage maintenance. If you can see, there's some of the pictures out here. They're dredging and cleaning all the ditches. Everything will be 100% done before May, before hurricane season starts. So they're working hard to make sure these ditches are clean.
What department's doing that?
Both Parks and Rec takes care of the top and cutting the grass, and Public Works dredges to make sure there's enough capacity in the ditch. It's a combination effort.
Wonderful. Great job.
I have a comment.
Yes.
Sure.
Mayor, you might want to mention that you were appointed by for that committee on cancer. By Dan Patrick,
Yes, you're
Republican, but I think it's an honor, and I think it's a great honor for the mayor.
I've
to
never
be
seen,
appointed.
I've never seen Hollis jump so high in my life at that moment.
Yes.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yes, Commissioner, you're right. I was recently appointed by Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick to the Cancer Research Institute and the CPRIT. It is a agency created by the legislators, and it covers exactly what it states, research, both on the clinical side and research arm for the entire state of Texas. Their budget is $3 billion with a B, and I'm one of nine board members that will be addressing the needs of the citizens of Texas. And more importantly, we absolutely want to have somebody from the Rio Grande Valley at that level. That way, everybody gets their fair share of that money when it comes to patient care and research. And so we're very excited about it. And yes, I did notice Hollis Rutledge jump. I agree.
So knowing you're gonna probably bring about 2.8 billion down here?
2.9.
Congratulations, Mayor. Sir, two more quick things real quick. One, everybody's aware, and I think we've done a real good job getting the word out. First floor is gonna be remodeled. Last departments are gonna be out by the end of this week. I'll be ready to go full force at the ulterior locations by next week. So we will be down Thursday and Friday for accepting permits. We'll accept them, we can't issue them, just for 2 days, Thursday and Friday. The thing we're gonna do for the public is, the biggest thing we get on the weekends are garage sales. So we're gonna offer this weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You do not need a permit. So if you wanna have a garage sale, have it this weekend. It's on the city.
Yes.
Oh, wow. And one last thing, if you can see in the audience, we have some Code Red poster boards out there. Danny, you wanna tell us what they're about?
Where's Danny?
Right there.
Danny Ramirez, the Director of Communications. So Code Red is the mass notification system that we have set up in the city. So when there's events, either a no-notice disaster, bad weather coming in, or even if we just want to send any information out from the city, this is for the citizens to register, and it is an automatic phone call. Also, whenever there's water outages in certain areas, when the water department utilities is working in an area, we'll call those citizens in that area to notify them that we know about the outage, and it'll be 2 to 3 hours before it's resolved. So this is so that residents can register, and we're just reminding them, since hurricane season's coming up, we're starting to do more information on preparedness for hurricane season.
Great. What Jose? Is this the little icon on the app now? Yes. Okay. Great. great, because make sure you make everybody aware that it's on the app. That way they can find it. Make sure you send some sort of a message out to the public in English and Spanish so they know.
Yes, sir, thank you, and you can see, staff is working hard, there's a lot of good things going on, so thank you for that.
Yep.
Last thing we have right now is consent agenda. All items in consent agenda are routine and non-controversial and can be enacted in one vote if so choose.
Okay.
Motion approved.
Second.
Any discussion? Was all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes. In accordance with section 551.071 through 551.087 of the Texas Government Code, the Pharr Board of Commissioners hereby gives notice that it is convening to executive session to discuss the items listed in the public portion of the meeting agenda. The time now being 3:15. Thank you. All right, we're back. It's 3:51.
Yes, Mayor, Commissioners, thank you. Back from executive session. Ordinances and Resolution 7A. Consideration and action, if any, on ordinance setting guidelines and framework for Neighborhood Empowerment Zone Business Improvement District 2020-01. This is second reading. Staff recommends approval.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes.
7B, consideration and action, if any, on resolution entering into an agreement with the Texas Department of Transportation for closure of US 281 Cajun Boulevard from Clark Avenue to Kelly Avenue and Business 83 from Blue Bonnet to Birch for the Hub Festival from Thursday, April 2nd at 12:01 a.m. to Sunday, April 5th at 8 a.m.
Move to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes.
Thank you. 8, administrative 8A, consideration and action, if any, on Pharr Municipal Court Amnesty Program for February 18th, 2020 through March 31st, 2020.
Move for approval.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes.
Thank you. 8D, discussion and possible action regarding Pharr National Bridge. Yes, this is just a discussion item, no action needed.
Okay.
Thank you. 9A, consideration and action, if any, authorizing city manager to award supply contracts for the purchase and delivery of station uniforms for the fire department to multiple vendors. Yes, sir, we went out for bids. We got 2 vendors, Galls and Casco Industries. We're splitting up to take best advantage of the pricing. Staff recommends approval.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes.
Thank you. 10, contracts and agreements. 10A, consideration and action, if any, authorizing city manager to amend contract with the Warren Group in the amount of $44,600 for additional professional architectural services for the National Bridge Facility Expansion and Renovation Project. Project C 1617-01-528-008. This is a tabled item. We need to untable first.
Move to untable.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes. It is untabled.
Yes, sir. Staff is recommending approval. Understand this is just for the architectural services. We do have to come back to y'all to amend the budget.
Okay.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes.
Thank you. 10B, consideration action, if any, on license agreement with CSAC LLC for public performance rights. Yes, sir. This is through our event center. Every artist out there that does a song, has a story, has this and that, that's copyrighted, we have to pay a royalty to. These are the people that collect the royalties for them. And it's $1,500 a year.
Move for approval.
Standard in the industry.
Okay.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes.
Thank you. 10C, consideration action, if any, on acceptance of fire station number 4 as complete and authorize the retainage to the construction manager at risk. Yes, sir, fire station number 4 is finally complete, everything's done. The recent retainage is $112,000. Staff is recommending
So
approval.
moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passes.
Yes, sir, 11A, consultation with city attorney regarding Jackson Place Apartments, that was already taken care of, no action needed.
Okay.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes. Time is 3:54. We are adjourned. Thank you.
Just real quick, don't forget to vote. Voting starts tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.